Welcome to this video, where you will explore essential vector database concepts. Traditional databases have been the standard for data management. With the availability of increasingly complex data types, the need for a more advanced solution has led to the development of vector databases. After watching this video, you will be able to discuss the importance of vector databases, describe vector database characteristics, and explain vectors and their elements. Companies use vector databases as libraries to find information, mine data, and teach computers how to learn. Vector databases simplify data storage, organization, and retrieval by organizing data points in a multidimensional space based on their proximity. You can retrieve vector data representations from their databases to perform analytical tasks, such as grouping items, classifying items, and suggesting relationships among items. Let's take a closer look at these uses. Vector databases handle complex data types and the analysis of non-traditional data, including relationship data such as social likes, geospatial data, and genomic data, which are difficult for traditional systems to store and manage. When using traditional databases, these data types often need a lot of pre-processing and transformation. Vector databases are great at handling complex data types for easy storage, fast retrieval, and complex data analysis. Vector databases can quickly and accurately locate related items, known as a similarity search, based on each database item's proximity to each other in the high-dimensional space where the vectors represent data. Similarity searches are essential for finding images and sounds, receiving and providing suggestions or recommendations, and genetic analysis. Vector databases use techniques including distributed computing, indexing, and parallel processing to quickly manage big data sets and process queries. Whether your domain is biology, healthcare, e-commerce, social media, or traffic planning, your industry depends on the ability to store and analyze enormous amounts of data quickly. Vector databases can help with climate analysis, calculating patient outcomes, delivering product recommendations, sharing social connection suggestions, and conducting traffic analysis. Vector databases are an integral component of machine learning and artificial intelligence (AI) systems. They are a natural way to store and explore machine learning data. Vector databases easily integrate into machine learning pipelines and speed up the creation and release of AI-powered apps. Traditional relational databases store information in the form of tables. At its core, a vector database stores data as high-dimensional vector data, also referred to as vectors. Vectors are mathematical objects that are defined by their size and direction. Vectors can represent many kinds of data, including images, sounds, text files, pattern data, map data, genomic information, and others. A vector in a vector database is a mathematical way to show data points in a place with more than one dimension. A vector, an array of numerical values that relate to different features or attributes of the data, is used to show each data point. Each numerical point is a dimension. For example, suppose you are looking for books on an online platform. The platform contains multiple books or novels based on fiction, nonfiction, and science fiction. Now, see how you can represent these books in terms of vectors. For example, a fiction book uses vector numbers of 1, 350, 2003, and 4.5. A nonfiction book uses vector numbers such as 2, 250, 2015, and 4.8. And a science fiction book uses vector numbers of 3, 400, 1990, and 4.2. Here, the first number represents the genre. For example, the number 1 is for fiction, the number 2 is for nonfiction, and the number 3 is for science fiction. The second number represents the number of pages in the book. The third number represents the book's publication year, and the fourth number represents the book's average rating. Next, let's say you are interested in science fiction books with approximately 200 pages and ratings between 4.7 and 5.0. Next, review the list of science fiction books available online. Book 1 contains vector values of 1, 180, 2010, 4.6. Book 2 contains vector values of 1, 220, 2005, 4.8. Book 3 contains vector values of 1, 210, 2015, 4.9. Book 4 contains vector values of 1, 190, 2018, 4.7. And Book 5 contains vector values of 1, 200, 2012, 4.5. Rather than searching the entire platform, these vector points provide a better experience and help you locate science fiction books with approximately 200 pages, with a rating between 4.7 and 5.0. In this video, you learn that vector databases simplify data storage, organization, and retrieval of complex data types, including images, likes, sounds, text files, pattern data, map data, genomic information, and others. You can use vector databases for analysis tasks that group items, classify items, and suggest relationships among items. Vector databases, an integral part of machine learning and for data in diverse domains, offer high performance and scalability. Vector databases store data as mathematical objects defined by size and direction. Vector databases use distributed computing, indexing, and parallel processing techniques to quickly manage big data sets and process queries. And a vector is an array of numerical values relating to different features or data attributes.